Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Reiterating text 37, text 38 and text 39 of chapter 6 Jnana Yoga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 37. Arjuna uvaca ayatiha shraddhayopeto yogacha chalita manasaha aprapya yoga samasiddhim kamagatim Krishna gacha chati. Arjun said, O Krishna, what is the destination of the unsuccessful transcendentalist who in the beginning takes to the process of self-realization with faith but who later desists due to worldly mindedness and thus does not attain perfection in mysticism? The path of self-realization or mysticism is described in the Bhagavad Gita. The basic principle of self-realization is knowledge that the living entity is not this material body but that he is different from it and that his happiness is in eternal life, bliss and knowledge. These are transcendental, beyond both body and mind. Self-realization is sought by the path of knowledge, by the practice of the Eightfold System or by Bhakti Yoga. In each of these processes, one has to realize the constitutional position of the living entity, his relationship with God, and the activities whereby he can re-establish the lost link and achieve the highest perfectional stage of Krishna's consciousness. Following any of the above mentioned three methods, one is sure to reach the supreme goal sooner or later. This was asserted by the Lord in the second chapter. Even a little endeavor on the transcendental path offers a great hope for deliverance. Out of these three methods, the path of Bhakti Yoga is especially suitable for this age because it is the most direct method of God realization. To be doubly assured, Arjuna is asking Lord Krishna to confirm his former statement. One may sincerely accept the path of self-realization, but the process of cultivation of knowledge and the practice of the Eightfold Yoga system are generally very difficult for this age. Therefore, despite constant endeavor, one may fail for many reasons. First of all, one may not be sufficiently serious about following the process. To pursue the transcendental path is more or less to declare war on the illusory energy. Consequently, whenever a person tries to escape the clutches of the illusory energy, she tries to defeat the practitioner by various allurements. A conditioned soul is already allured by the modes of material energy, and there is every chance of being allured again even while performing transcendental disciplines. This is called Yogacha Chalita Manasaha, deviation from the transcendental path. Arjuna is inquisitive to know the results of deviation from the path of self-realization. Text 38. Kacha chinno bhaya vibhrashtasha छिन्ना भ्रमीव नशयति अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढ़ो ब्रह्मणः पथि. O mighty armed Krishna, does not such a man who is bewildered from the path of transcendence, falls away from both spiritual and material success, and perish like a raven cloud with no position in any sphere? There are two ways to progress. Those who are materialists have no interest in transcendence. Therefore, they are more interested in material advancement by economic development or in promotion to the higher planets by appropriate work. When one takes to the path of transcendence, one has to cease all material activities and sacrifice all forms of so-called material happiness. If the aspiring transcendentalist fails, then he apparently loses both ways. In other words, he can enjoy neither material happiness nor spiritual success. He has no position. He is like a raven cloud. A cloud in the sky is sometimes deviating from the small cloud and joins a big one. But if it cannot join a big one, then it is blown away by the wind and becomes a non-entity in the vast sky. Lord Shri Krishna is the fullest manifestation of the Supreme Absolute Truth. and therefore one who is surrendered to the Supreme Person is a successful transcendentalist. To reach this goal of life through Brahman and Paramatma, realization takes many births. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Therefore, the supermost path of transcendental realization is Bhakti Yoga or Krishna's consciousness, the direct method. The Brahmanaha Pathi is the path of transcendental realization through knowing oneself to be spiritual in essence, part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, who is manifested as Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagwan. Text 39. Etaname sanshayam Krishna chettum arhasya sheshatah tavadana yah sanshaya syasaya chettana hayupa padayate. This is my doubt, O Krishna, and I ask you to dispel it completely. But for you no one is to be found who can destroy this doubt. Krishna is the perfect knower of past, present and future. In the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord said that all living entities existed individually in the past, they exist now in the present, and they continue to retain individually in the future, even after liberation from the material entanglement. So he has already cleared up the question of the future of the individual living entity. Now Arjun wants to know of the future of the unsuccessful transcendentalist. No one is equal to or above Krishna. And certainly the so-called great sages and philosophers who are at the mercy of material nature cannot equal him. Therefore, the verdict of Krishna is the final and complete answer to all doubts, because he knows past, present and future perfectly, but no one knows him. Krishna and Krishna conscious devotees alone can know what is what. Thank you.